Hey everybody, Matumbo here. Welcome back to the channel, and we are playing some more Historic here on Magic Arena, and today we are revisiting a deck we played just last week, but we're going to change it up. We're going to go mono color here, and we're going to see how this does. So before we get into today's deck, I do want to, as always, remind everybody, if you are not yet subscribed to the channel, please hit that subscribe button, as well as the like button, bell icon to be notified of when the videos go live, because again, it is always a race to be the first comment, because that's important in life. I mean, that is what is important. And also, please leave a comment down below letting us know what you think about today's deck, what you think about the video, and potentially anything else that you want to see in the future. So with that being said, let's hop into today's deck, and we are calling this Zombie Dredge. Now, this is another take on the dredge mechanic, or the dredgeless dredge mechanic, that is, that we touched on last week. It's also kind of a tribal deck because we are focusing a little bit on zombies. However, the creatures aren't just all zombies, so it is kind of all over the place. But since we are focusing on having a lot of zombies, or a lot of our cards reference zombies, we're calling it Zombie Dredge, and we're going to say it's a zombie tribal deck, even though it may not truly be a zombie tribal deck, because we only have, we have 14 zombies. That's enough. So let me go back over what this deck does. This deck is focused on putting as many cards into your graveyard as quickly as possible, and then benefiting on those cards that are in the graveyard, whether it's triggered abilities that happen as you put them into the graveyard, or you know, whether it's like gaining life, dealing damage, or growing your other creatures, or or creatures in your graveyard coming back into play for free because you've gained life. There's just a lot of different synergies in this deck, so that's why we are revisiting to see if we can do this in monocolor as opposed to the Sultai tribe, or the shard. So let's go over this real quick. We've got 4 Archfiend vessels. This is a 1-mana 1/1 lifelinker. When he enters the battlefield, if he enters from the graveyard, or you cast it from your graveyard, you actually exile him, and you get to create a 5/5 flyer with that's a demon. So really good if you can bring him back from your graveyard, which we do have ways. So we also have 4 Stitcher Suppliers. Stitcher Suppliers, one of the best ways to fuel your graveyard right now. It's a 1/1 for 1, mill 3 cards when he enters the battlefield or when he dies. So potentially 6 cards for 1 mana going into your graveyard. We also have 4 copies of Mire Triton, Death Touch, 2/1 for 2. When it comes into play, we mill 2 cards and we gain 2 life. So the life gain is also a little bit important as well. Fiend Artisan, this card is really busted. Of course, it's a mythic. He has +1/+1 for every creature card in our graveyard, and then we also get to pay 1 and X, tap him, sack a creature, and then go get creatures in our deck that cost X mana or less. So he's really good. If we don't have a lot of creatures in our graveyard, early on, and we have a Stitcher Supplier, we could essentially pay 2 mana, sack Stitcher Supplier, which actually mills 3 cards, go get another Stitcher Supplier, mills 3 more cards, and then this guy's probably ginormous. So really, really cool. So now onto our 3 drops. So we have 3 copies of Call of the Death Dweller. This is one of our recursion plans. We can return up to 2 creature cards in our graveyard with converted mana cost 3 or less. So and that's a total converted mana cost. So we can bring back a 1-drop and a 2-drop, 1 3-drop, 2 1-drops. As long as those 2 creatures have 3 or less converted mana cost total, we can bring back 2, and then one of them gets a Death Touch counter, and then one of them gets a Menace counter, or they both, or one of them gets both the counters. So again, this is going to trigger our Archfiend vessel if we do decide to get that back. So this would come into play, then it would get exiled, and we'd have a 5/5 flyer. So pretty busted. 4 copies of the Silversmote Ghoul. Basically, if he's in our graveyard and we gain 3 life during our turn, he's going to come back into play. Really, 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 really beneficial with, life gain here, life gain here. We have lands that give life gain. We also have 4 copies of Creeping Chill. Again, when this gets milled, they're going to lose 3 life. We're going to gain 3 life, and it doesn't cost us any mana if it does get milled. We have 4 copy of Timuric Calls the Dead. This is going to mill us 3 cards twice. So over the course of 2 turns, it's going to mill us 6 cards. We can potentially make 2 2/2 zombies with it, and then we also get to gain life and scry equal to the number of zombies we have in play. We have 1 copy of Demonic Embrace. I really wanted to play 2, but I really don't feel like this is a card that we need to actually play more of. We're really wanting to mill this card later in the game so they don't know that it's coming, and then have like a big Fiend Artisan or put it on one of our 5/5s and then just end the game. So this is something we might be able to swing for like 8, 9, or 10 with, that's a huge amount of life swing. Typically flyers are hard to deal with, and this card is going to always keep coming back even if they kill the creature. We're always able to recast it from our graveyard by paying 3 life and discarding a card. We have a couple of copies of Murderous Riders because, again, we do need removal, we need Planeswalker removal, and we need creature removal. And we do have 2 copies of Lurrus. Lurrus, again, lets us cast creatures from our graveyard that have converted mana cost 2 or less. We can play 1 of those per turn while Lurrus is in play. Again, really big with the Archfiend Vessels because these are going to become 5/5s if they're in our graveyard. And then being able to recur any of our 1 or 2 drops is really, really good. And then last but not least, we have 2 copies of Liliana. This is the M19 Liliana. So the +1 ability lets us mill 3 cards, and if at least 1 zombie is milled this way, our opponent loses 2 life, and we gain 2 life. Again, paying attention to the life gain synergies, because we are wanting to at least try to get that 3 life, because, you know, the Ghoul trigger in the graveyard. We can also -2 to give a creature -X, equal number of zombies, or we can -3 to be able to cast zombies from our graveyard. So to top that off, we have 22 lands in our decks, 4 of them being Radiant Fountains, because again, the life gain, we are trying to be more synergistic with that life gain to be able to, again, bring back Silversmote Ghouls if we need to. So let's see if the mono black plan of this dredgeless dredge deck actually works out, just like our Sultai dredge list did. So let's hop into the gameplay. Please watch the whole video. I'm sure we're going to be in for some cool games. I like all the synergies, so let's see what happens. We will see you guys at the wrap up. All right, well, we are going to try to dredge some zombies. What do you think is going to happen? We're going to have success like the last time we went dredging, or is it not going to work? Ooh, my shot. Wonder if he's a Hamilton fan. We go first. Yeah, we'll go ahead and keep this. This isn't the fastest start, but turn 2, turn 3. Say hello. Ooh, well, I think that changes how we play things. This has a potential to attack for 3 this next turn. I mean, it may not, but well, actually it has a potential to go for 4. Oh no. We'll decline. So if he were to thought erase us, he'd be taking a Murderous Rider. We really would have loved to have drawn a land there. Do we? I think we decline again. There we go. Well, I mean, we've already got him down to 11. It's turn 4, and he's at 11. It's not the worst start. Obviously not the best or optimal start either. But this could be a... at the bottom. Go ahead and send you away, my friend. Oh, and he just scoops it up. Scoops my goops. All right, well, you had your shot. You did not seize your opportunity. Mom spaghetti. Wow, we just got instantly paired against Air Rando Extreme. What an interesting name. They're going first. I think we have to keep this. A couple of Fiend Artisans is pretty good. I mean, right on time, Stitcher Supplier. No. Good old murder. When a murdering. We got another one. How big is he gonna be? Creature. Alright. Take that. Probably goes a murdering again, right? Aww. Why, you know? I mean, we're just gonna keep trying, right? I mean, that's literally all 4 of them now, because we just milled the other. Oh, he has all the, this guy has all the removal spells. Alright, put a death touch counter, put a menace counter. Our deck is very persistent at getting Fiend Artisans in play this game. This guy has just all of the removal. Holy moly. That is great. Alright, let's go ahead and draw a card. Oh, there we go. Let's exile it. Oh man, this is working out pretty well. There's just a lot of good synergy in a dredge deck right now. So, Death Touch and Lifelink. Okay, well, let's say he blocks a 1/1. He goes up to 14. He takes 8, so he goes down to 6. I'm actually fine with that. Alright, so he's gonna go to 9. We're gonna get our guy. We're gonna get our friend back. Grim Dancer is something that I wanted to play in Standard, but it just never had a good fit anywhere. Alright, so let's do some mathin'. This blocking negates both of these, so he would go down to 3. Let's look in our graveyard. Archfiend, Artisan. I mean, fine. All right. Well, we're just gonna actually. No, we'll still stick to our plan. We don't need Luris. Death Touch Menace, because this thing's gonna go away. Become a 5/5 flyer. I think that's pretty good. Extreme! Alright, well. into this next game, game 3. We're switching it up, guys. No, we did not forget. We're actually we're experimenting with different positioning, but we're gonna hydrate. Echota. Going first. This is a pretty decent hand, not gonna lie. Obviously, depending on what we're playing against. Well, two Fiend Artisans, okay. Oh, alright. Thank you, my friend. Thank you for the gift of the 7/7. If you're mono red, you just concede here, right? Yep. Oops. Sorry, my friend. Oh, and now he's just gonna come at us. Oh yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. Yeah, you can't just turn one shock that guy. Like, what are you thinking? Yeah, I think right now the dredge plan, regardless of what color or combinations of colors you're playing, this guy's name is really cool or funny, Funky 69. But yeah, so I think regardless of what color or color combinations you're playing, if you're on like a dredge plan like we are, I think right now that's probably my favorite archetype. There's just a lot of cool different interactions that you can play around, or not. You know, there's just so much good synergy right now, and it's only gonna just gradually get better. Wild Growth Walker, that is gonna be a problem. Yeah, let's attack. Alright, well, let the life gain begin. I dare you to attack. Come on. Swing it in. You forgot that Mire Triton has Death Touch, right? He did not. He did not. Nothing in the graveyard. Yep. Play Luris. No, we just play our Fiend Artisan. These explore creatures, or this explore package, is still just like really good, and it gets really overpowered if it goes unchecked. That's pretty good for him. Have this statue to be able to destroy a creature. Fortunately for us, though, we're able to get our vessel into play. All right. So I wonder what creature he kills. Does he just go after Luris? I feel like you probably have to go after Luris, right? Like, Luris right now is probably the most threatening creature we have, but then again, Fiend Artisan going unchecked as well can just get a ton of value. Yeah, that's what we thought. Drawing a land there would have been really, really good.
Wait till you see what I've got planned for you.
Do we attack? If we attack, we let Wild Growth Walker in. No, we're not going to attack. How many creatures do we have? Zombie, zombie. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate. So we could get Aluris back. I don't think we do that though.
I value moral flexibility.
Oh yeah, we have two. Wait, we have two ghouls in the graveyard, right? Yeah, we have two ghouls. Oh, wrong card. Do we let them kill? This is a nightmare. These are zombies. Okay, well. Liliana does nothing ever again. Unfortunate. Alright, so... what can we get? We could get another Fiend Artisan by sacking a ghoul. That would be pretty good. Could get back Luris and then get back... yeah, I think we're going to do that. I think we're going to get back Luris. And then we're going to recast Mire Triton. How much life did we gain this turn? Just 2? We have to force through damage, so... I can't believe we're actually playing against somebody who's playing against Immortal Sun. That's a card we just haven't seen in a long, long time. Protection Tower as well. I wonder if he's forgetting that the Immortal Sun turns off Liliana and he's about to try to like get in at Liliana. So we are going to... how do we want to do this? We're going to attack. So I could see him throwing... yeah, see, you have to double block. So he has Menace. Okay, that's fine. That's fine, my friend. So... let's bring back another Luris again. And Yeah, I'm fine with this. We'll have 2 3/3s in play. I was about to say, we really need to apply pressure before he hits a J-Light Ranger, but that plan's out the window. That's a good hit for him as well. I think we're going to lose this game now. I mean, who plays the Immortal Sun? That's crazy. This game was ours before that hit play. That's crazy. I love it, though. Oh, end it. Wow. Wow. It's pretty good. Pretty good. So we could draw a card, play Creeping Chill. I don't really like that, though. No, hold on, cancel. We want to pay 1. That was a good hit. And then we are going to... I think we're going to do it again. I mean, we're at a high enough life total right now. I think we're fine losing a Chupacabra. We're fine with him Chupacabraing one of our Fiend Artisans. Because we can Fiend Artisan Aluris and then just start getting in there. That is fine, my friend. This is actually turning into a pretty interesting game. This is lifelink, right? So we're just going to take 4. Well, would you look at that? This will go up to 15, to be 18. Let's draw land and just end the game. Pay 3 life. I mean, you don't have reach, right? Oh, our good old one of. Oh man, the 1917 Flying Fiend Artisan. That was a really good game. Yeah, Dredge is just a lot of fun. Can't really say that enough. Kadri. Kadri is our new opponent. Welcome to the game, my friend. Yeah. We have a 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, we have a curve. I mean, we don't ever want to cast these, but this is actually a decent hand for playing against mono red. Like where we're at. Do it to it. Kill it. And we're gonna attack. You can let us gain this life, okay? And want to, you know, best utilize our mana here, so. What do we hit? Ghoul? Nice. Thanks. That one life you gave us, plus the 2. Oh, man. These goblins are just... Oh, yeah, they are goblins. Okay. Well... We're doing it to it. That's potentially the worst goblin to block with, right? Choose one. Yeah. And we hit a creeping chill. That means Ghoul comes back. Yep, yep. Yeah, that was a really strong showing against mono red. All the life gain that we get, pretty much all of our synergies happen. He made some bad, you know, decisions with his firebrands, but all right, on to the next one. Yeah, wow. And I'm gonna have to go back and look inside all of the jump start cards to see if there's anything good that we get with for this Dredge deck. There's just so much potential with this deck. I mean, it's already really strong. Fiend Artisan is a crazy card. I like toasts. Plus, we are having a pretty good run of go firsts. Let's see what we hit. Okay, 2 creatures. Can dig that. Llanowar Elf, all right. Well, let's hit a Ghoul. Not a Ghoul, 2 land. Block. Dang it. We really need to hit a land here. There we go, perfect. So let's see, what do we have? So we can get back... Really, I don't really feel like we want to call here. I'm imagining we're going to see probably like a Nissa or something next turn. Just don't want to see an Ugin. 6 mana Ugin gets us pretty good. Okay, so they're just on the elf plan. Double card draw. Alright. Not a bad draw. Do you want to trade? You want to trade your Beast Whisperer for our Urus? You do not. I think we had to get that off the board. Oh, that's a good one too. Oh, we're about to take all the damage. The good thing is, though, is... Alright, let's take a look. Still all 2s. Three creatures in the graveyard. Sorry, I'm thinking. No attacks. We have some blockers. Ooh, need the Stampede. Well, looks like their elves are gonna get a little bit bigger. We really need to get our one of demonic card in the graveyard. No, huh? Yep. Every little bit helps. I mean, we just hit another one. So we get to go for the last one, right? Oh, but we hit the Demonic Embrace, which is really good. Fiend Artisan and Stitcher Supplier. Death Touch and Menace. And that's a pretty good turn. Yep, we just have to survive this onslaught. So, hold on. Block. 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 Yep. And then we're going to block the Clan Caller. And then we'll get in with the Demonic Embrace. And then the game is over. Holy moly. That was a really good turn. Hitting both those chills. Oh, we're going for a perfect 7-0 here. This is pretty exciting. I love when this happens. Being able to potentially, you know, finding a new deck that has potential. Seeing if other people like it. This guy's name is Cat Say Inc. Okay. I don't know about that, but well, that was bunk. These are cool sleeves. Hear like the waves crashing in the background. All right, opponent. Do we? I don't think we do. Okay, so this is just going to be a standard. Perfect. Yep, we're gonna take action. We are representing a lot of damage next turn. They are potentially at 1 life this turn. Okay. That gets them back up there. Yeah, so I think we're still gonna do this. We'll discard. You know, they may have a Wrath. They probably do. Okay. Good news is though we can. God, I think we just have to. I think we just have to go for this. I mean, that's the game, right? That's the game. That is all the damage. Holy smokes. This deck is busted good. Alright guys, welcome back to the wrap-up, and oh man, what just happened? That was a trouncing. We went 7-0. The games were just like super fast. You know, we did have one really long game in there. But I mean, it seemed like a pretty quick game. And the game was kind of getting out of hand, and they were starting to recover, and they were at 20 life, and we actually swung and killed them with one creature and hit them for more than 20 in order to end the game in that one turn. That was crazy. This deck is, I feel like, super powerful. There are a lot of really good synergies in this deck, just like I had mentioned at the very beginning of the video. This might be my new favorite deck right now. I'm really glad that we only put in the one demonic embrace. Again, you know, we still could put in 2, but I just don't think you need to do that. The only other thing, I really don't want to change anything, honestly. I feel like the deck works as it's supposed to. Like, I honestly don't think there is any reason to change anything. The only thing that's going on in my head right now is to potentially put one more Call of the Death Dweller in the deck to make it a 4 of, and maybe drop one copy of Liliana down to 1. Just because Liliana is 4 mana. 4 mana is our top end. We don't necessarily need the Lilianas, but then again, she's really good if she goes unchecked. We're milling a lot of cards. We're seeing a lot of things go to the graveyard. A lot of things are happening with her in play. So I think she's where it needs to be. So maybe we just, yeah, I don't even want to pretend like we need to change anything. We went 7-0. The deck is what it is. So yeah. So tell me what you guys think of this deck in the comments down below. Would you change anything? I want you guys to, if you can build this deck, give it a shot. There are, there are a few mythics in this deck. I think there's 6 mythics. Not too many rares, but I mean, there's a good amount of rares. Give it a shot. Let me know what you think. Again, if you're not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. Please check all the links down below. Please join the Discord. You know, if you feel inclined to, you know, check out all the links, like I said. And yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this deck. I hope you enjoy staying, you know, I hope you enjoy just watching the channel. You guys stay safe. We will see you guys next time. Remember, this channel would not exist without such amazing viewers and subscribers. Thank you so much for interacting with the channel and helping grow the community. And a very big special thank you to the Patreons listed here for supporting the channel.